VN.
Talk 1470 WWNN Pompano Beach, Boca Raton, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
AM 1470 WNN with more of what you need to know. Here are the latest from Invite Health with Jerry Hickey, weekdays at 9 on AM 1470 WNN.
Taking over-the-counter or prescription drugs unnecessarily is a drag, whereas feeling great like you used to is the way it ought to be. Learn how to feel, function, and perform to your full health potential. Tune into the Dr. Bob Martin Show, Sunday morning at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
Talk health. Talk wealth. Talk politics. Talk 1470 WNN.
The beautiful and complex art world can raise many questions about copyright, trademarks, negotiations, and settlements, especially if you are an artist and entrepreneur. The key to success when doing business through art is to find a reliable, trustworthy lawyer to give you the most professional representation for your and your clients' peace of mind. Call entertainment lawyer Kevin Wood at 954-809-4351 to set up a free consultation and jumpstart your career with the right tools. The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Alexandra Bello Productions presents Artistic Times Radio with Alexandra Bello, covering art events, museums, festivals, and music. We have interviews of artists, celebrities, musicians, writers, and more. Learn about South Florida happenings and discover art firsthand while enjoying red carpets, fashion shows, and press conferences from the hand of our host, Alexandra Bello. Tune in on WNN 1470 and on my website, ABP TV. Now, it's about to get artistic in here.
Hi guys, Alexandra Bello here with Artistic Times Radio, another Friday of lovely things to talk about. We have a lot of events happening here in South Florida. I just want to, get you kind of like in the loop about what I'm up to this weekend, for example. I just want to remind everyone that the Latino Fashion Week is happening in Miami. Okay, so if you like Fashion Week and you like glamour and all that stuff, we have the Fashion Week actually starting right now. As this radio show starts, the Fashion Week is starting at 6 p.m. and you have tickets available on Eventbrite, and it's on 380 District. So the address is 380 Northeast 59th Street in Miami, and there's a lot of people going, okay? They have the 10th year anniversary celebration, and they want to welcome this year's A Decade of Elegance. That is kind of like the concept that they're having, and they're going to have 2016 tour in the cities of Miami, Los Angeles, and their hometown, Chicago. So everybody, if you want to buy some tickets, just use the code LF, all capitals LFWM, and it's going to be right there on the ebhotelmiami.com. All right? Now, other events that are happening, I cannot attend this one, but I want to let you guys know. But other events that are happening, it's also Inclusion Through Entertainment. There is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Jesse Leiva is organizing it, and they have it at 5071 South State Road 7th, and it's in Fort Lauderdale. So if you are in Fort Lauderdale and you... Inclusion Through Entertainment is it's a movement. I know the girl that organizes it, very lovely lady, and it's a movement where it brings people together with disability, and it just brings inclusion to everyone through entertainment events, through fashion shows, runways, and they have a lunch party for the whole 2016. All right. Now, other events that are happening, I am actually attending this one tomorrow. They have at the Lifetime. It's hosted by the Lifetime Athletic in Boca Raton, and it's called Jets, Wheels, and Heels Party. And the reason I'm going there is because I expect to, delight myself with so many luxurious cars and meet a lot of interesting people. It's on 1499 Yamato Road, Boca Raton, Florida, 33431. And the tickets are also available on Eventbrite. The tickets are only $10, and I want to let you all know that all the proceeds, not a percentage or whatever, all the proceeds benefit the Lifetime Foundation. Okay, so those $10 are completely worth it. I am going to be attending as media. If you are media, remember to RSVP at mnewinski@lifetimefitness.com. And we have a couple of things happening this week for the independent filmmakers. If you are a car lover, we have Cars and Coffee in Palm Beach. If you like car photography and kind of like doing all the speed photography kind of thing, it's organized by John Sillinge and 15 other people, but he is the main person, and it's at Palm Beach Outlets. It's once a month, okay? So it usually happens on Sunday, and at least 1,000 people make it to that event, through the food traffic and things like that. So this is happening over there. That is in the morning. In the afternoon on Sunday, we have the Florida Hampton table, and you need to be invited to attend this event, but it's basically for independent artists to network with each other and try to figure out how they're going to collaborate in the future. They have it every month as well, and this month is going to happen on February 21st, and it's going to be at 84 Diner. If you want to be invited, just contact me on Facebook, Alexandra Bello, and I will send you an invitation. We will screen you first, and then I'll send you an invitation, and we'll bring you and welcome you into the family. Now, I have two amazing gentlemen over here that are representing a very interesting name, actually. I was going to say a rock band, but it's like, I'll let you guys tell me what type of band it is. I have heard your music. It's kind of like contemporary. It's rock. It's alternative. I mean, you will educate me more in what type of music and where the roots come from. We have Trouble in the Garden is the band right here. I have Guido. Thank you so much for coming, Guido.
Thanks.
And I have Reg right here. Now, why don't you guys tell the audience a little bit about yourselves, about the band?
Well, in all honesty, these days, everybody seems to put a label on your type of music, which it kind of compartmentalizes it into a box. And then you can't get away from that box because it defines you.
Yes.
Where a lot of things are happening. A lot of genres are meeting each other. They're collaborating. It's becoming a synergistic effort to just create different music because people get bored with, hey, I play blues, I play jazz, I play rock. It's like, it's such a wide variety. We like to consider ourselves a little bit more of Americana style because Americana is so wide. There's so many things you can do with Americana because it's basically storytelling. It's
folk music.
It's folk music, which comes from storytelling music.
Variety is very important. We try to get very diverse, and if you notice, a lot of the themes when you get into the festivals, you're seeing a lot of different styles of music and people collaborating, just getting together, doing all that little love thing and just getting together. And it's all music again.
Yeah, and music is the one thing that joins everybody together. So if you want to label it, you're kind of second-guessing yourself as to what you like. You really want to just put it all in a blender and go, hey, what does that sound like? Or what does that taste like? And
frozen, no salt.
Yes. So basically, what we play is a little bit of everything churned into one, and if we had to bring it down to a category, it would be Americana, songwriting, rock and roll, folk, alternative, jazz.
I hear a lot of folk in it as well. Because I have heard a couple of songs that you played at the studio, and they're absolutely lovely. I mean, you are telling a story, and that is so refreshing.
It's about telling stories because everybody has a story. Everybody is a song.
Yes.
Everyone that you meet is a walking song.
Or a million of songs.
Or a million songs, but at least one.
Yes.
And if you can draw from that and create this picture of that is their song. Now I'm telling it from a storyteller's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have my stories to tell, but I also meet people that I've met for 5 minutes and wrote a 10-minute song on.
Yeah.
Because you get to add, the thing about stories is that you get to add your own endings and your middles and your beginnings, and you get to add.
No one can say you did it wrong because it's your song. So
yeah, yeah, you are your own creator of that universe that you're creating.
For example, we have a song called Natalie that on my drive down to Key West one night, I saw a sign on the side of the road that said Natalie, and I just picked up a piece of paper and a pen and I said, "There's a song called Natalie," and it was about. I wrote it about a girl who had never seen the ocean. She was on her way to Key West and got into a head-on collision along the way there, and she never saw Key West.
Oh, wow.
And it was the beginning, the middle, and the end of this girl and her whole life story that I don't know. But it was just me sharing what I got out of it.
And
Wow.
one of the beautiful parts about the song is that if you don't listen to the lyrics, the music
Yes.
itself is going to grab you because it's got almost like that Key West type of reggae, or not even reggae, but
A lot of Spanish
Caribbean
guitar,
a
kinda.
little bit, and it's got that Key West type of feel. But then when you're listening to the lyrics, it's like, whoa, wait a second, what's going on here? You know, it's like this girl just crashed and never saw Key West.
This is a sad story.
Yeah.
Well, it's a
yeah.
sad story, and then in the end, it turns into like this beautiful Carlos Santana type of lead ending. It's just a beautiful, just.
And if
it
you're
ends
lucky
with
enough
no
to watch
words.
us do it live in the studio when we're fooling around a little bit, we'll
Yes.
turn it into Gypsy Kings too.
Oh, I love Gypsy Kings,
We've
actually.
We've turned it into the Gypsy Kings.
We just start
You
going off with
probably-
the acoustic guitars and everything. It's just a lot of fun. And that's the most important thing of what we're trying to do. We don't want to make it a business. We don't want to make it so serious. We want to have fun while we're doing this. I mean, Mark Twain said it best, find something that you enjoy that you're doing, and you're never going to work another day in your life. So, I mean, hey.
The best thing Mark Twain ever said was, "Forgiveness is the scent the violet sheds upon the heel that crushed it."
I gotta
You weren't
go back
expecting
to
that
that
one,
one.
were you?
No, I gotta go back to that one. So you're gonna explain it to me.
That is the
Okay.
most beautiful line I've ever heard, and we actually wrote a song about it that I play
Yeah.
on the banjo. It says, "Forgiveness is the scent that the violet sheds upon the heel that crushed it." Think. You have to crush it, and the violet says, "Here, now your heel smells like violet."
And it speaks a lot about our faith as
Forgive
well. I
you.
mean, we have faith in
'Cause
God
we all
and,
make
and we're
mistakes.
Christians. So,
Yes,
I mean,
we
it
do.
speaks about that as well. So.
And going back to the name of our band, Trouble in the Garden. If
We are the trouble.
the essence of the garden.
Yeah, why Trouble in the Garden?
Well,
And when did it start? When did that name come to
Well,
you?
Trouble in the Garden was a name that I came up with a long time ago for a CD that I was recording because all the songs that I was recording seemed to deal with the same issue. We are the trouble in the garden. And then after that, we recorded the CD, and then it became, no, that's more of the concept of what we do, and then that became our name. But the garden being the essence of beauty, perfection, it's what God created. It's the earth. We've had many lifetimes. The earth has been here for billions of years. So everything has been perfect. The only thing that gets eradicated is human life. And then we come back. And then we mess it up again. And then it's wiped out again, and then we come back. And that's the garden. And we are trouble in the garden because it's just a matter of time before we mess it all up.
Again.
Unless we come down to our roots.
And you know what?
really-
I mean, in real life, when you just apply it to everyday life today, we always tend to screw stuff up.
Yeah.
You know, we're never perfect, and it's a
And
really,
what is perfect, anyways?
Well, here's
There
the whole
doesn't
thing.
exist.
It's
We
a
can't
it's a
be.
it's a
Saying
humbling
that
way,
we are
though.
perfect is a sin.
Exactly. So it's really a humbling way for us to realize, hey, I mean, I got to look at somebody else and not get so angry with them, not expect so much from them. I mean, the Gin Blossoms had a great line in one of their songs that said, "If you don't expect that much from me, you won't be let down."
Yeah, that's
you know?
right.
And that's the whole thing. Sometimes
That's
we try
kind
to
of
put
how
on
I'm
this
living
face and
lately.
this cover, and we try to show that we're so much greater than we are. And
So-
it's about humility. I mean,
So in our songs, you will find that in the writing, if you're a lyric person, if you're into the lyrics, you will love our music. If you're somebody that just wants a beat and wants to bop around,
And the
Love it too.
pattern
then
and
you
stuff.
might want to go with something a little
Some-
more.
well, that depends because we still have songs that have very good beats and very good
It's not
rhythms.
that- yeah, it's not that we don't-
not,
but
not
you
the dance
but you
beat,
don't
not
you
that
don't
type of
drown
thing. But
your lyrics with the
Can't.
beats.
No, we
No,
can't because
no.
this is all based. Our main structure, our nucleus of our band is the lyrics.
Exactly. It's not catatonic or repetitive.
No, it's not
sticky
gonna
kind of
meet you at the
lyrics, blah,
club,
blah, blah.
gonna
And,
be-
and,
it's
and
not
then
gonna-
repeat that like 50 times, and it's like
Right.
sticking on everybody's
yeah,
head.
not hypnotic. In
We
that
don't
sense,
repeat
you know?
things over and over again. It's a story.
Yeah.
And the beauty of the story goes back to the name Trouble in the Garden, is that there's always how messed up we are as human beings.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes. A
So
message
in-
of hope
And
is
every
always
song,
definitely.
every song, it's like almost like singing a Christian song that has, but from another perspective.
it doesn't have like the religious fact in
No,
it, and
it's-
it doesn't have the savior's fact in it. It's more about it's
But
always
it
gonna
is
be
about
okay.
salvation. At some point in the song,
Well, I'm in
it is
trouble.
about.
I'm in trouble is one of the songs right now that's been played a lot online, and it's also been picked up by the movie producer Mike McLaren that's doing that movie Evil Intentions. He's also
Yeah,
doing
thanks,
that production and on the TV show that we're going to be. Oh, that's right, we're going to be.
Michael
on a TV
came to
show.
see us at a little open mic
Oh
night.
yeah, and it was a funny story. Real quick, just in a nutshell.
love the song.
Carlos and I were playing together, or Reg and I were playing together at this little open mic, and it was just the two of us at the moment. Marty wasn't there. Marty isn't here tonight. Marty, we miss you, love you, brother. Wish you can be here.
There were 6 people at the bar that night.
But there's a few
Michael's
people
one of
there.
them.
Mike was one of them, and he heard this one song that we played, and he saw us, and he loved our performance, and he got a CD and ended up writing a brand new scene into his movie just based on the storyline of the song, which is called I'm in Trouble.
It's got a lot of images to it.
And I'm in Trouble is very much of a repentance song. I mean, the first time Reg showed me that song, because a lot of times he comes up with the songs, he's the one that brings them to me, and he says, what do you think? What do you think? He kind of uses me almost like the litmus test, it's like acid test. Did you think it'll, and usually if I tell him, oh man, we have to work on this one, he feels really excited because he knows I'm a very big critic. But this one, I was like, "Oh yeah, we got to go." And we kept on going.
Because we grew
But
up.
we grew up together, so I mean, we love each other, but we can't stand being together sometimes. And
I understand that.
It's like
I
brothers.
understand
It's
Well,
that
here's the
brothers,
thing.
feeling.
If I run a song, if I don't run a song by him and tell him that somebody else told me it was good, they go, "No, they just like you." So unless he approves of it, then it's confirmed
I
that
have to
it's a
give him
good
to Martha
song.
Stewart, I guess, on that.
So you
one,
have to both approve the song
Oh,
before
definitely,
you.
definitely.
We
I mean,
we all
it's-
approve
yeah.
of it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we just chalk it up to our own solo project. You
And we
know?
all come up with stuff, but he's always like on there. He's got 9, 10 a day. And
I'm
you
so
know,
overwhelmed. I got
all
100
of our
right now.
ideas sometimes get bottlenecked in traffic, but
But sometimes you can combine songs, no, and to kind of get
definitely,
the best out of all of them.
Definitely.
It's
And take the
sometimes
fillers away.
People talk about a dry spell, where you're just not coming up with songs. I've never witnessed one of those. I'm fortunate enough that they come to me so fast at such a fervent pace that I can't.
And
I
how
can't
do they
write
come
them.
to you? Do they come to you melodically, or do they come to you in lyrics?
It's
or?
always
different every time.
Most of the
Different
time
every
it's a story.
It's
like
the
I
lyrics.
think of
The
something.
lyrics come to you.
I think that
I don't write like that. I
well,
write music
I think
first.
where it comes from, if I had to sum it up, I would say that everybody that I've met in my whole life, throughout my life, is a piece of a song. And sometimes I sit there and close my eyes and go, wow. And words just start popping up on the page.
Sometimes it's saving
And
the
I'm
money
going, where
of having
did
to go
that
to a
come from?
psychotherapist. You just write songs instead.
And I'm going, where did that come from?
It's a form of expression.
Sure.
And when I say, where did that come from? I question it. I'm going, well, maybe that was that homeless guy that I met 20 years ago that told me this story. But it sticks because you can't unhear what you've heard.
No, you
can't
cannot hear.
unsee what you've seen.
No.
You can't undo what you've done.
That is
And-
true. You have to
and,
deal with that.
And so it's in you. It's just a matter of channeling and energy. And I believe
And being connected with your whole brain.
And I believe that everybody has that ability. It's just sometimes our satellites are facing downwards, where
You
my
just don't
satellite
receive the
seems to
signal.
face up, and you just didn't get the signal. But they're funneling through you, and you don't get them, somebody else is going to get them.
Yes. Yes.
The one thing that we have no problem with is if we were ever told to write more songs, because like we were saying, we're just so backlogged. They come in so many different ways. A lot of the times he's always in just introducing new songs, and then while we're in practice, we start writing brand new jams, and we've got like 10 per practice even. Yeah. And we just can't keep up with them right now. And then our schedule's been getting really busy too,
And
which
that
is
becomes,
a good thing.
okay, that's number
you know?
109. Okay, well,
Today.
put it on the list.
Today.
So we got plenty to choose from. I mean, and of course it's all timing, because now a lot of things are starting to happen. We were doing a lot of practicing and recording stuff for a while. And then we finally said, okay, let's go out and start supporting some of the music and getting out there and being seen a little bit.
And putting your names out
and
there.
everything started just rolling. And, hey, when the train starts rolling, hop on and grab on and keep
And
on
I gotta
going.
say,
So.
and I gotta
That's
say
good.
one thing too is that my children, Christian and Caroline,
Oh, shout out
they've
time. I was
been-
waiting for that.
they have been one of the most inspirations, and every emotion that comes out of me, and regardless of the topic that I'm talking about, they have something to do with it. because they have sculpted my life and made me a better man just by knowing them.
Nice. That's
Yeah,
very
and
nice.
now it's my turn. I've got my 3 kids, and I know that they'll be hearing this. Brianna, Allegra, and Nicholas, I love them more than anything else in this world. They've got a very good mother, even though we're not married anymore, but they're blessed by God to have such a great mother. And much love to you all out there. Don't worry, if I start making money, I'll pay for more of your college.
Nice. We're going to take a quick break, guys, and we'll be right back. Just a quick tagline.
The beautiful and complex art world can raise many questions about copyright, trademarks, negotiations, and settlements, especially if you are an artist and entrepreneur. The key to success when doing business through art is to find a reliable, trustworthy lawyer to give you the most professional representation for your and your clients' peace of mind. Call entertainment lawyer Kevin Wood at 954-809-4351 to set up a free consultation and jumpstart your career with the right tools. You're listening to Artistic Times with Alexandra Bello. Call into the show at 888-565-1470 and join us on the red carpet as Alexandra interviews and informs at WNN 1470 and ABP TV. Now, back to our show.
All right, and we are back, my friends. Anyways, I want to now, we spoke a little bit about the past. We spoke a little bit about your music. I want to speak a little bit about, you are seeking to kind of like collaborate with filmmakers. So I would like you to tell the audience, how can people contact you and, approach you with their projects, and maybe like that you can talk about licensing, or you can talk about exchanging, collaboration.
The main way always is going to be website, www. I hate having to say www all the time, but it is troubleinthegarden.com. There's songs there. You can get press kits. You can get all kinds of stuff through there. There's a lot of
I see that you're on
information.
Facebook.
You
are on Twitter.
Garden Trouble on Twitter.
Mail at _garden.
And mail at troubleinthegarden.com is where you can email us.
I can get personal email on rej2007 at yahoo.com.
Nice. That's complicated, but...
Reg.
Reg
2007. Reg 2007 was taken.
But if they go to troubleinthegarden.com, they're going to find everything about you.
Everything in there.
Yes.
And we're constantly building it up, little by little.
How many CDs do you have published?
Well, we have 6 songs already on there. We haven't put them all into a CD. It's really kind of like an EP at this moment.
EP? And it's through Reverb Nation?
I'm sorry?
Is your licensing is through Reverb Nation or BMI?
Nation, through Reverb Nation, and they're kind of handling that for us. And then you can find it on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, all over the place. We're waiting. We just released 5 songs last night. So you might only find one of them right now, which is I'm in Trouble, which is the one that's going to be in the soundtrack for the movie. But the other ones will be coming up very shortly as they start releasing them and loading them up onto their sites or whatever it may be, and getting them all ready for that for whatever they have to do there. So,
see, we about 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago, we recorded the first CD with it was a full-length CD with 12 songs, and then just recently we started when we got the band together, because I was just working independently. And then when we got the band back together, we decided these songs need to be re-recorded. Mm-hmm. They sounded good, and they were out there for a while, but not good enough. As the artist, you kind of tend to, your project is never finished.
Yes.
You have to draw a line at some point and go,
and say, you know what, that's it.
Yeah,
I am not going back and fixing
sometimes
it.
It just misses the extra flavors and ingredients.
So right now, it's basically what we're doing is we're taking what's been recorded already, which is all from scratch, and we are just redoing these songs. So out of those, probably 15 songs.
Plus a few new ones, too.
There's a new ones on there, but there's about 15 songs that have to be recorded, and that's what we're working on right now at the present time. And trying to get out there and play whatever festival comes our way. We don't want to be a cover band. We are not going to play a 4-hour set at some dim sum dive. We're going to sit around and wait and
guys,
play.
no Freebird.
and we're going to play. Actually, but we can.
We can play Freebird our
Don't
way,
be
but-
surprised if you come see one of our shows and you hear Cat Stevens or Leonard Skinner or some
Leonard Cohen.
Leonard Cohen.
You never know.
I would
Or
actually
throw in some
like.
REM. Why not?
We have several minutes. Well, not several minutes, but we have a lot of minutes left, and I would like for people to hear you guys and how you sound. Is that possible? Are you
We can try to
interested?
do a little.
I see a guitar in the background.
Well, what we could do is do a simple little acoustic
Yeah,
guitar.
like 30 seconds.
Acoustic
Something
guitar,
for
a little-
people.
Little
bit
acoustic
with
guitar
some
track.
vocals. Didn't bring anything else with us, but the guitar at least is here.
Yeah, it's right behind you. I just want to remind everyone that this is Artistic Times, and we have Trouble in the Garden right here performing live. You got 30 seconds to perform, and then we say our goodbyes, and then we are going to listen to their single at the end of the show.
Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
We're going to do a song called Good Girl. This goes out to my ex-wife who inspired the song. And God bless her. Still a good woman. She was a majorette in high school. She was the prettiest on the team. She wasn't popular with all the bad boys. Mommy kept her baby clean. 'Cause I'm not good enough to get the good girl. I'm just lucky to get her when she turns bad. I'm not good enough to get the good girl. I'm just lucky to get her when she turns bad. She went to the prom with a very nice boy, wearing a lavender dress. The chaperone watched as they were slow dancing. She turned around and missed the very first kiss. I'm not good enough to get the good girl. I'm just lucky to get her when she turns bad. I'm not good enough to get the good girl. I'm just lucky to get her when she turns bad.
Wow. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I just want to remind everybody that this was Trouble in the Garden. This was Artistic Times. Make sure to go to their website, troubleinthegarden.com. I am Alexandra Bello, and I want to thank you again, 1470 AM on iHeartRadio. I'll hear you again next Friday, and you can watch this show on my Vimeo channel next week, ABP TV. Again, Trouble in the Garden. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
You have been listening to Alexandra Bello from Alexandra Bello Productions and Artistic Times Radio. Get informed in the world of artists, celebrities, musicians, writers, and more on the Red Carpet Fashion Show. Join us next week for more red carpet treatment of Artistic Times.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily